And I'm reading from the King James Version, Genesis chapter 33. Jacob meets Esau. And I read verse 1. And Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau came, and with him 400 men. And he divided the children unto Leah, and unto Rachel, and unto the two handmaids. Verse 2. And he put the handmaids and their children foremost, and Leah and her children after, and Rachel and Joseph last. Verse 3. And he passed over before them, and bowed himself to the ground 7 times until he came near to his brother. Verse 4. And Esau ran to meet him, and embraced him, and fell on his neck, and kissed him, and they wept. Verse 5. And he lifted up his eyes, and saw the women and the children, and said, Who are those with you? And he said, The children which God has graciously given your servant. Verse 6. Then the handmaids came near, they and their children, and they bowed themselves. Verse 7. And Leah also with her children came near, and bowed themselves. And last came Joseph near, and Rachel, and they bowed themselves. Verse 8. And he said, What mean you by all this drove which I met? And he said, These are to find grace in the sight of my Lord. Verse 9. And Esau said, I have enough, my brother. Keep what you have unto yourself. Verse 10. And Jacob said, Now I pray you, if now I have found grace in your sight, then receive my present at my hand. For therefore I have seen your face, as though I had seen the face of God, and you were pleased with me. Verse 11. Take, I pray you, my blessing that is brought to you, because God has dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. And he hedged him, and he took it. Verse 12. And he said, Let us take our journey, and let us go, and I will go before you. Verse 13. And he said unto him, My Lord knows that the children are frail, and the flocks and herds with the young are with me. And if men should overdrive them one day, all the flock will die. Verse 14. Let my Lord, I pray you, pass over before his servant, and I will lead on slowly according as the flocks that go before me, and the children are able to endure until I come unto my Lord unto Seir. Verse 15. And Esau said, Let me now leave with you some of the folk that are with me. And he said, What need is there? Let me find grace in the sight of my Lord. Verse 16. So Esau returned that day on his way unto Seir. Verse 17. And Jacob journeyed to Succoth, and built him a house, and made booths from his cattle. Therefore the name of the place is called Succoth. Verse 18. And Jacob came to Shalem, a city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan, when he came from Padanaram, and pitched his tents before the city. Verse 19. And he bought a parcel of a field where he had spread his tent, in the hand of the children of Hamor, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money. Verse 20. And he erected there an altar, and called it Elilohi Israel. These ends are written.